Well, in light of the recent Tiger Woods scandal, many questions have come up regarding prenuptial agreements. For answers, we turn to Live at 5's family attorney, Sonia Kaufman. So, Tiger Woods, we've all heard the prenup agreement that he had with Elin for 10 years, what she received.
$20 million is what was reported.
Right. But now, if there's some speculation since he's been caught cheating, not necessarily caught, but other women have come forward saying that they have cheated with Tiger Woods. And
I think he's admitted it publicly now.
His transgressions,
so,
I believe, was the word that he used on his website. So what kind of prenuptial agreement, I mean, does everything hold as it is, or since he has admitted and with these other women, does it change? How does a prenup agreement work?
Well, what has been reported is that she and her attorneys are renegotiating the terms of that original agreement. And it's reported that the money goes up substantially now in light of all this if she will agree to stay with him. So if they work out the terms of that, then they will enter into a new agreement and the old one will be set aside.
Is that standard procedure to renegotiate a prenuptial agreement into the marriage?
Well, it happens, and sometimes we do those. They're called postnuptial agreements at that point, but when the circumstances change, and I don't know in their agreement, but there could have been a provision that there was an automatic payment if he were caught in adultery or admitted to it. I haven't heard any discussion of that, but that could be a possibility.
Well, now, when we talk about actions that a spouse can take against another spouse, what are we talking about?
Well, that's a little bit different from the prenuptial agreement. Sometimes in a divorce case, a spouse can sue the other spouse for things that might have happened during the marriage, and that's over and above a division of the property. For example, a spouse can sue for assault or false imprisonment or forgery or intentional infliction of emotional distress. I mean, there are just a number of things that would allow a spouse to recover if there are significant assets to get to do that.
And that's basically when you see that come into play is when there are assets.
Right. There's no point in pursuing that really if there's nothing to get. But,
right.
And that if there was a judgment for that cause of action, it would be paid out of the other spouse's portion of the community property or out of their separate property. So that would be in addition to division of the property. That's why people do that.
It's kind of confusing, but something you deal with on a daily basis, unfortunately, here in Southeast Texas. Yes. And if people have any questions for you, they can always fax us those questions at 892-7305. Email us at laf@kfdm.com. Thank you. We appreciate it. And happy holidays. Well, coming up next.